Dibre haYamim, Aleph Chapter 12. Now these are they who came to David at Ziklag, while he was still in hiding from Shaul son of Kish. And they were among the mighty men, helping the battle, armed with bows, using both the right hand and the left, with stones and with arrows, with bows, of the brothers of Shaul of Benjamin. The chief was Ahiezer and Joash, the sons of Shemaiah the Gibbethite, and Yezwael and Pelet, the sons of Osmaweth, and Berakah and Jehu the Anathothite, and Yishmaiah the Gibeonite, a mighty man among the 30, and over the 30, and Yirmiah, and Ahaziel, and Johanan, and Jozabad the Gederathite, Eluzai, and Yerimoth, and Belaliah, and Shemayu, and Shaphatyahu the Haruphite, Elkanah, and Yeshiyahu, and Azarel, and Joezer, and Yashobam the Korhites, and Joelah, and Zabadiah, the sons of Yeroham of Gedor. And some Gadites separated themselves to David at the stronghold in the wilderness. Mighty brave men, men trained for battle, who could handle shield and spear, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and were as swift as gazelles on the mountains. Ezra the chief, Obadiah the second, Eliab the third, Mishmanah the fourth, Yirmiah the fifth, Attai the sixth, Eliel the seventh, Johanan the eighth, Elzabad the ninth, Yirmiyahu the 10th, Machbaneh the 11th. These were from the sons of Gad, chiefs and of the army. The least was over 100, and the greatest was over 1,000. These were the ones who passed over the Jordan in the first new moon, when it was overflowing all its banks, and put to flight all those in the valleys to the east and to the west. And some of the children of Benjamin and Yehuda came to David at the stronghold. And David went out to face them, and answered and said to them, If you have come peaceably to me to help me, my heart shall be united with you. But if to betray me to my enemies, there is no violence in my hands. Let the Elohim of our fathers see and reprove. Then the Spirit came upon Amasai, chief of the officers, Yours, O David, and with you, O son of Yeshai. Peace, peace to you, and peace to your helpers, for your Elohim shall help you. And David received them and put them among the chiefs of the raiding band. And some from Manasseh went over to David when he was going with the Philistines to battle against Shaul, but they did not help them, for the princes of the Philistines took advice and sent him away, saying, He might go over to his master Shaul with our heads. When he went to Ziklag, those of Manasseh who went over to him were Adonai, and Jozabad, and Yediael, and Mikael, and Jozabad, and Elihu, and Zilathai, chiefs of the thousands who were from Manasseh. And they helped David against the raiding bands, for they were all mighty brave men, and they were commanders in the army. For at that time they came to David day by day to help him, until it was a great army, like an army of Elohim. And these were the numbers of the chiefs of those who were armed for battle, and came to David at Hebron to turn over the reign of Shaul to him, according to the word of Yah. Of the children of Yehuda bearing shield and spear, 6,800 armed for battle. Of the children of Shimon, mighty brave men for the army, 7,100. Of the children of Levi, 4,600. And Jehoiada, the leader of the Aharonites, and with him 3,700. And Zadok, a young man, a mighty brave man, and from his father's house, 22 commanders. And the children of Benjamin, relatives of Shaul, 3,000. Until then, the greatest part of them guarded the charge of the house of Shaul. And the children of Ephraim, 20,800. Mighty brave ones, men of name throughout their father's house. And the half tribe of Manasseh, 18,000 who were designated by name to come and set up Dawid to reign. And the children of Issachar, who had understanding of the times, to know what Israel should do, their chiefs were 200, and all their brothers acted at their mouth. Of Zebulun, there were 50,000 going out to the army, arranging battle with all weapons of battle, giving support with undivided heart. And of Naphtali, 1,000 commanders, and with them 37,000 with shield and spear. And of the Danites, arranging battle, 28,600. And of Asher, going out to the army, arranging battle, 40,000. And of the Reubenites, and the Gadites, and the half tribe of Manasseh, from beyond the Jordan, 120,000 armed for battle, with every kind of weapon of battle. All these men of battle, keeping rank, came from Hebron with a perfect heart, to set up Dawid to reign over all Israel. And all the rest of Israel were of one heart to set up Dawid to reign. And they were there with Dawid 3 days, eating and drinking, for their brothers had prepared for them. And also those who were near to them, from as far away as Issachar and Zebulun and Naphtali, were bringing food on donkeys and camels, on mules and cattle, food of flour and cakes of figs, and cakes of raisins, wine and oil, and cattle and sheep, in great quantities, for there was joy in Israel.